What's up, guys? Welcome back again. I'm back to bring you this Louie's Fix It light kit once again, and we throwing this one on a Red Cat machete. So stick around. I'm gonna show you this one. It's gonna look good. You're gonna love it. So stick with me, baby.
Go, let's kick it. Go. Chillin' with Louie, fix it. Go. Talking about that RC life. Go and kick it. Go. Welcome to Louie, fix it. Go.
So welcome back to Kick It with Louie's Fix It. Merry Christmas out there, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Christmas. Definitely enjoyed my Christmas. I got a video coming for you guys with what I got. So don't forget, come back. Make sure you subscribe, man. Don't slip out on these videos. So today I got the next light kit. I'm throwing it on a machete, and I'm gonna show y'all it's a 5-step. Well, this one is actually gonna be a 6-step with a 7-step that's optional. The optional is optional, but I'm telling you, don't skip out on that option. Do it. It's gonna make your light look so good in the end. So today we got the upscale version of the light kit. Now the light kit comes different versions of it. I'm going to have different categories. Put it like that. Not versions. I'm gonna have different categories. So category number 1 is gonna be, you get 2 light sets. It's 2 light bulbs on it, the front, the back. That comes in different sections. You have your 2 light sets, your front, your back. Everyone comes with the front and the back. Then you can upgrade it. You get your front, your back with a light switch, a regular on-off light switch. Then you got your front, your back with your light switch that's on your controller, where you can turn the lights on and off with your controller. That's one section there. Then your next section is with your underglow. You can get your underglow with the light switch, or you can get the underglow with the where you can turn it on with your controller. So that right there is already 6 options. The next category will be if you want more lights. So some cars I have more lights because the light that's on my car is a little bit longer. It's not a small that where I will put 1 dot. I will want like 4 to 6 dots on it. So this one I'm gonna just show y'all the one where it's 2 dots in the front, 2 dots in the back, and the underglow with the switch that goes on your remote control. But I do have different options where you could get 4 lights to go in the front and the back, or 6 lights to go in the front and the back. And y'all might look at me and say, what would I use 6 or 4 lights for? So let me give you a quick example. So on the Felony, if you see this one, the Felony, it had 6 lights. I cut it down to 5 lights. So on a 4-wheeler, the 4-wheeler quad that I built, that one has a 4 light setup on it. That one is on the front, it was 4 lights. I cut it down to be 3. On the back, I just left the regular 2 lights in the back. I cut 2 of the lights off and put 2 lights in the back. So let's get this thing going. When I say 5 easy steps, 5 easy steps. This step is not part of the 5 steps, but the first step you would do, actually it is part of the 5 steps. The first step you would do, make sure your body inside, wherever you running your lights, wherever you mounting your lights inside of the body, make sure it is clean. If you got a dirty body, a muddy body, my body is not that dirty. It's a little dirty, but it's not that dirty. Make sure you clean it, dry it out real good. And I have alcohol pads inside here that you will wipe down everything before you mount your wires or mount your lights. So let's get into the package. So in the package, if you just get in the front and the back lights, this won't be inside there. I'm giving you the option right now of getting the most advanced, the top light kit out of all of the light kits. So it will come, you will have your back lights, a bag with your back lights, a bag with your front lights. The lights will look like this. Everything is tooled up, nice and clean. Your lights on the top of it, your connector on the bottom of it. That's how your lights look. You got your front, your back lights. And this option, it is an underglow to go with this option. So your underglow will be, you could get the 2-strip underglow or you could get a 1-strip underglow. Depends on how much light you want to shine. You could put the light going directly in the middle of the body, or you could put 2 going along the sides. Me, I'm doing 2 along the sides because I like mine to look like an angel when it's riding out in the street. And then your underglow, same thing, is tubed up with your connector. Both of them tie in together and it's tubed up, got your connector on the end. Everything is neat, everything is clean. You're gonna have that clean Louie Fix-It look on your light kit. Then inside your last bag, you have all of your items to mount, to run everything with. First thing we're gonna start off, you have your zip tie. Your zip tie goes with your body mounts, your wire body mounts. On this option, we got 2 lights and a underglow. So this one will come with a 3-way splitter. Usually if you're just getting the lights, it will come with a 2-way splitter. Then we have our connector going down to the ESC. That's gonna run up to the body where you can run your remote, turn the lights on and off from your transmitter. You have your templates. 4 templates. It comes for your headlights, your backlights. And you have your alcohol pad so that after you clean your body, before you put all your lights, you put your body, your wire mounts. When you put your wire mounts, before you put everything, you alcohol everything down. Make sure it's nice and clean. Wait till it's fully dried. If you want to hit it with a heating gun or a blow dryer, whatever you want to heat, you want to air it out with that. Make sure it's totally dry before you stick anything on. So now that I'll tell you everything that comes in the package, what you're gonna need to install everything. One thing you're gonna need 4 things. Okay, the 4 things you're gonna need. You are gonna need a heating gun. Top thing you're gonna need is a heating gun. You can use a heating gun or you could use a blow dryer. Do not, this is a warning that's on the instructions. Do not use an open flame. If you have a torch lighter, if you have any lighter, if you want to use the stove, do not use any fire. Do not use any fire. You will destroy your lights. They will not work or they will short out after a while. Do not use any fire. These is LED lights and they are so easy to destroy, especially with flames. Do not use flames. Next thing you're going to need, scissors. Next thing is a trim hole puncher and a 532 drill bit. That's to drill your holes through. The hole puncher is good if you know what you're doing with it. If you do not know what you're doing with the hole puncher, punch your hole just to get it started. Use the drill bit to make the hole the perfect size for your lights. Do not make your hole too big. You don't want to expose the hole. You don't want it to look like a big hole with your light shining through, and that's defeats the purpose of the street look. The last thing that you're gonna need, which I keep saying is optional, which I don't want it to be optional. I'm advising you to do this, to use this on your lights after they get done. Take your glue gun and fill in the holes inside of all of the light holes. Fill it in, and this will illuminate the light through the car a lot more brighter. It won't just shine through. It will hit the glue and it will shine out to make the light a lot more bigger. So let's get this thing started. So step one is to take your templates. Take your template, stick your template on any designated area where you want to put your lights. Okay, so now that you got all 4 of your templates, I strongly suggest put all your 4 of your templates on at one time. Press down real tight where the dots is at. Don't push the whole paper down because it got to come back up. Press down where the dots is at firmly to make sure it's sticking on, so when you make your holes, the paper won't shift, it won't move. You get your holes exactly where you want them to be. After you get your holes where you want them to be, take your hole puncher, the trim tool, take that, make sure you're inside of the center of the dot and make your hole. So after you done started all your holes off with the hole puncher, take your drill bit, make sure that the hole is the right size. and open up the hole with the drill bit so you can make sure that it's the perfect size. If you do not have the drill bit, you could just keep taking your light and put the light to the back of it to ensure that the light is the perfect size. Now, after you get all your holes properly made, pull your templates back off. You don't need your templates anymore. Those is pretty much trash. Pull your templates off. Make sure your hose is nice and clean. After you clean your hose out, your hose should be looking like so discreet. In the front, you can barely see any holes inside there. This one, I'm gonna put my holes in the back on the top, and like I said, you do not see any holes. When you look, just looking at the body, it's nice and clean. So any of the excess, any paper, the decal paper, the body, anything that's left, if you can't rub it and it's smooth, clean it, rim it out a little bit more with your hole puncher, or get you a finish knife and just rim it out just around the edges of the hole to cut all that excess off of it until it's smooth. Do the front, do the outside of the body, do the inside of the body. The outside is good, so it's important so that you don't see nothing flapping around out there. The inside is good. The inside is definitely worth doing because you want to make sure your lights is on flush on the inside, because these lights is mounted on the inside of the car. Nothing is on the outside. You do not have to take no paint off. You do not have to cut a big gaping hole inside there. You're making small holes just so that you can place your lights in the back of it and it's going to shine through. So that's what we're doing next. Next, clean the inside of your body. Take your alcohol pad, clean inside the body where you placing your lights at. Make sure it's clean. What you do next, your lights. Your lights come, you got your light strip and you got your plates on the back of it. There's a plate on the back of your light. These plates is flexible, as you can see, but it's solid. If you try to flex it, if you try to force the flex in it, you will break it. So take your heating gun and heat the plate up, not the light, the plate. The meaning, heat the back of it. Don't heat the front where the light is exposed. Do not put a flame to this. Do not use any flames. Any flames, you will melt the plastic. You will mess up the wiring for the lights. Do not use any flames. Do not use a soldering machine. Nothing that's gonna be extremely hot. Use a heating gun or blow dryer. And when you heat it up with the heating gun, heat it up until it's nice and soft. Okay, now that you have it nice and soft and it's really, I would say gummy, not gummy, but soft, flexible, take your lights, put your lights on. Do not remove the double-sided tape yet. Just put the lights there. Make sure you see your lights through the holes. Hold your lights in place until it cools down. So give it about 20-35 seconds before it cools down completely. Make sure you're holding it where you can see the lights clearly through the holes, and let it cool down. Once it cools down, this plate will take the shape of your light area. So after the plate took its shape, gently take off the plastic from the double-sided tape and stick it on in the same location, making sure that your light is clearly visible. I would suggest use the splitter that it came with, plug your light in, and give it power so that you'll see that your lights is shining. You can see how the lights is going to shine through when the lights is active. And you can assure that the lights is going to look exactly how you want them to look. So after you done had your lights on, you push the lights on. Make sure, like I said, please make sure the lights is shining through the hole 100%. You're going to have a couple dots in your eyes when you're doing the headlights, but it should look like so. Nice and clean, shining through, nice and bright. bright, really bright. I still see the dots in the middle of my eye. Let me take the power from here. So once you have it on, hold the sides. Do not hold where the light is at. Hold the sides with a double-sided tape. Hold it there. Make sure it's on nice and firmly. Give it a little, notch. It's warm, so it's going to stick up. It's going to stick on pretty good. Once it cools down, it's going to be stuck on really good. Just hold it there for a second. Give it a nice firm hold for a second. Not too tight. Don't go crazy, using them vice grip fingers. Just hold it there nice and firmly so that the adhesive for the glue will settle down. All right, now I'm ready for my lights to go on. And when you're doing these lights is optional how you want to run them. You can run them towards the back. You can run them towards the front. However you want to run them. Me, I'm going to run mine's towards the back because I already got my front lights. And if I had my back lights in the back, I would have just ran them together with the back lights. Let me see if I can make that happen with the front. You know what? I'm going to tie them in with the front and I'm going to have no lights in the back. So that's how I'm going to run mines. I just want to measure it out because when you put in the underglow, you want to measure it out before you take the plastic off and stick it down to be on 100%. You want to measure it out where you want to put your lights, where you want them to go, how you want them to be, the length of them and everything. And that's pretty much how I want mines. And after you get your length how you want it to be, start off on the side where the wiring is at, so you can ensure that your lock piece, if you have a little bit too much, you could cut it at the end. And when you cut it where it says to cut at the brass pieces. Please cut it there. Do not cut in the middle of the wire because you will short out your whole wire set. And any creases you running across, please press down to go around your creases so that you don't want no air underneath there. You don't want no open spots underneath your light strip. You want it to be down tight all the way. The tighter it is, the longer she will last. Now, all my lights is on. It is looking a mess. Everything inside here is wires hanging everywhere. Now, only thing that I have a problem, only problem that I'm having right now that you wouldn't have is that I got my back lights put in the front. I used the 1.7 and bigger light kit and I put my back lights in the front. I shouldn't have did that. I should have used the 1/10 scale and smaller so that I won't have so much excess wire here, but I know how to deal with my wire and I'm gonna wrap it up and make it look real good. So on your behalf, all you have to do is take these little, where they at? Take these little clips, take the paper off it, stick it down where you want it to be, take the zip tie your wires, make sure everything is inside there looking nice and clean. If you got excess wire, roll it up before you zip tie it and roll it up and zip tie it. Roll it where you're gonna zip tie that. And I'm gonna roll mine up. I got a lot of rolling to do. I'm gonna roll mine up, make it look clean, and I'm gonna show you the after look. So as you can see, I cleaned it all up, got all my wires all in one place, ran my two underglow. I ran that, tied that together with my two front lights, ran it down the middle. It met with my back lights. I just wrapped my back lights up a little bit, and I got all of my 3 wires hanging down evenly. And after that, where's my 3-way? Now I will take my 3-way, which I was using it for a tester for my lights as I was installing it. I take my 3-way and I run all my lights into the 3-way like so. Now after I got all my lights in my 3-way, the body for right now, I'm gonna set it to the side, and this is pretty much the easiest part out of the whole thing. So the next step would be open up your receiver box, install your wire on one of your channels. any of your channels, and make sure that your transmitter have a channel. If you get in this option, make sure your transmitter have a channel where you can turn the lights on and off. If you do not, just get the light switch where you can mount it on the body and turn it on and off, or you can mount your light switch in your chassis and turn it on and off. Then you would take this wire here, tie this wire down anywhere you could tie it down to. Tie it down to ensure that it's not going to entangle with anything else. Take a zip tie, tie that down. And after you have that zip tie down, you take your body, that three-way that you put on your body, plug it into that wire, give your car power. But before I give my car power, I'm going to that last optional, number 6 optional. I'm going to go to that part, and I will be filling in my lights with some glue gun. And all you doing is take your glue gun, squeeze it slowly, let a little dot come out. Take that little dot and put it in your lights. And after it dry off, all you gotta do is just wipe off around it. So any strings that you had that caught onto it and ain't wanna let go, just take your finger and wipe around it. If it's too much, if you got too much on it, don't worry. You could just take your finish knife and cut the extra that's around it. If you don't like it, take your heating gun, heat it up, pull it out. If you want to get it out and redo it. If it looks perfect to you, because mine went on and mine's is looking really perfect to me. And it gives it a outer glow like a light bulb. So if you don't want the look to where it's going to be poking out, like round poking out, take your knife and cut it flush with the bottom. All you need is just the glue gun to illuminate, to take the light and make it a circle instead of it just shining through. So now after you got all that done, everything is done, and you want to see how she looks, give your car some power. Okay, so now that I got the switch on it that I can turn it on with my transmitter, it ain't gonna come on until your transmitter is connected. Until your transmitter is connected. And I don't know what button I put it on. Oh, that's it. Ah. So I got it on one of my buttons. I got to put it on my switch. What is that? The SWA. There she go. So you got to remember what channel you got it in so that you can change your channel to have your switch to work your lights. So that's on, that's off, that's on, that's off. And she is looking me. Woo! I got the machete linked up, boy. Oh, man. That's another one, and another one. Come on, where's my remote? Because I got to make it coordinate, baby. I got to coordinate with my lights, you know what I'm saying? So, oh yes. So that is the night look. This is the headlights. That look nice. I like the way that look. That's the headlights. That's the back lights, the brake lights. I got the underglow shining underneath the bottom of her. And we're going to take this baby outside on the outro. And we're going to run around this baby, show you how she look. And as you can see, let me show you one thing. Let me show you one thing so you will not be confused on what's going on when this happened. I have my transmitter on. I have my lights on. Everything is good. But when I turn my transmitter off, everything shuts off. The lights do not work without your transmitter being on to it. So if you cut your transmitter off and your lights cut off on their own, do not think anything is malfunctioning. This is how they operate. Once you turn your transmitter back on, bam, everything is back. And then you have your switch to turn it on and off. And that is the Louie's Fix-It light kit. Once again, this one is the fully loaded. This one is the fully loaded with the light kit on your transmitter. It got the headlights. It got the backlight, the brake lights. It got the underglow, everything, and she is looking good. So we're going to take her out on the street and show you how this thing go. If you want your light kit, definitely go to my eBay channel. It will be listed Saturday morning. That is Saturday, December the 28th. December the 28th, 2024. So if you seeing this video a year later, you are too late. You better go jump on it right now and get yours right now. So I'm out of here. This is Louie's Fix-It. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to keep throwing these light kits on whatever I can find. I don't care what it is. I'm going to throw it on it. I don't care what it is. I'm going to throw it on it. And I'm going to keep these videos coming, showing you what these light kits looking like, showing you that night run. So make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification, and like this video, share this video, and talk to me, man, because I always say, talk to me, I talk back. So until the next run, whew.
Love how she wear no makeup. Yeah, we all got faces and that ain't what I'm saying. But if only you know where I came from. I could get it for myself, I had to make it on my own. Yeah, I gotta do it my way. You came in right on time, no that's messed up, yeah. Alright, yeah. Goddamn, girl, I'm tryna get a taste. Post it on the gram, girl, you know what you doing. But we can't call this a date. But she keep coming back, even though I can't stay. And I've been through all this before. I should probably get help, girl, I already know. But you should know I'm crazy. And all she say is, yeah.